Welcome, 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 welcome. We're just going to let the algorithm do its thing and see everybody jumping on. And then we're going to begin. This is our Halloween edition because Halloween is like Friday already. The end of October already. I don't know about you, but it's been one hell of a month. Absolutely. So yeah, welcome to another Psychic Saturday Night Live. Yeah, we're flying solo, but that's okay. Not really flying solo, just flying solo physically, because I know she's here. And, she'll always be here with me because she was my sidekick. So, yeah, for those of you who know and those of you who don't, hey, my Georgie girl made the transition across the Rainbow Bridge last week. Rather unexpected for us, even as a psychic. We don't always get to know what we have in store. And that's part of it all, right? Is learning to experience it and navigating it raw. So you didn't have a heads up. You got to do it naturally, organically. And so, yeah, that was my experience in the last week. So I appreciate everybody giving me last weekend because it was still pretty fresh for me. And but it's all good because I know where she is and I'm looking for her there rather than where she isn't anymore. And that's okay. It's all good. And that's kind of what we're supposed to do, is acknowledge the transition. She's in a great place. She was 15 years old and she had the last 12 years with me. And it was awesome. So I'm truly grateful for everybody who remembers her snore in the background of our meditations or even in the background of our lives because, she was often heard either calling me out or snoring from beneath my desk here. So, we're not really flying solo, but we're kind of flying solo. It's all good. Hey, so nice to see you. So nice to see you here. So you know what? I couldn't not come on tonight because Halloween is Friday, and this is a huge, huge time for all of us, of course, and especially all of us good witches out there who are working our magic to counteract the evil that is trying to take over our planet. And so we are here doing what we can to do all the good stuff that good witches do, and that is necessary at this time. So, count on the good witches to come forward and blast our magic out there and light it all up so that the other side, doesn't get the chance to win. So, yeah, wonderful time, wonderful time. And we're going to talk briefly about a video I posted on my feed. So when you hear about it and you're talking about it, please go and have a look on my feed for it. Fascinating information about October 30th. October 30th. Yeah, apparently there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff going on energetically and globally, actually, as an energetic experience globally. So that's kind of an exciting thing that's going on. And I don't know anything about the mathematics of it all. I know the Schumann hasn't really been throwing off a whole lot of stuff lately, but I do know that it has registered some really, really intense moments over the last few weeks. Anyway, there have been some significant pulses that have hit our planet. And I know that, this whole 3-1 Atlas or whatever it's called is also very influential with us right now. Like there's a lot of energies hitting our planet right now. So they all matter. Like I've always said, they all matter to everything we're doing, everything we're being, everything we are. And so it's important for us to note what they are. I hadn't paid much attention. I'll be honest about it. I hadn't paid much attention to them previously. But I realize now how big an impact they're actually making on us now. And so it's important to acknowledge them. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, that video is really cool, by the way. I will quickly mention. It's by a guy. His TikTok handle is Fibonacci Spaceman. Fibonacci Spaceman. How cool is that? Anyway, very mathematical. And all of the numbers correlate to an event that's going to take place basically on the 30th of October. And wherein, and I'll just go ahead and talk about it now before we start anything else, wherein a good portion of the planet is going to level up consciously, level up to a higher vibrational consciousness space, right? A place where we are not living where we are right now. Anyway, so Fascinating information that this guy actually comes up with and puts out there for people. So please, I urge you, go and have a look at that, because it was really interesting, and it resonated really strongly with me in terms of, what I've been feeling over the last few weeks, especially the last couple of months. Like the last couple of months have been very odd. I have to say, energetically, they've been incredibly odd, off in ways that I couldn't quite put my finger on. I knew we were in transition. So often when that happens and we're working in that space as a planet, we do feel this kind of instability or, uncertainty, we'll call it, maybe, where you're sort of in a bit of a void, like, and I've been feeling that for the last couple of months. Now, it could obviously be a combination of things, not just for myself, intimately in my own world, but collectively as well. And so as I was looking always outwardly, I wasn't paying attention to the inside part. But of course, sneaks out and bites you right where you feel it. And here you are. So paying attention to the nuances, the subtleties that are kind of floating around and actually, a part of our experience right now is extremely important. It's very, very helpful and very, very important for us, because we all get a chance to kind of feel out where we're at, if that makes any sense to you. So even if you can't necessarily put your finger on it, like I said, I couldn't do, I couldn't necessarily put my finger on it. I absolutely could feel that there was a transitional experience we're all having. Now, granted, let's face it, it's, Halloween is and always has been, well, I'm going to assume it always has been anyway, because I can tell you for the last 30 years that I've been paying attention to it psychically anyway, it's been an incredible culmination time, right? There's this culmination of energies that come together at this particular time. It's kind of like a fiscal year end sort of idea. And energetically, we all experience this huge exodus of energies from the planetary place, the dimensional space we're in right now, I guess is how you could put it. Anyway, this is a huge time. So like the last couple of months, there's always been, an accumulation of passings, and I am talking to people about it and talking clients through, their moments of grief and things like that, never thinking for a moment that it was going to affect me in the same way, as intensely as it did. But it did, and it does, and that's the way it goes. There's an exodus happening. There's a whole lot of energy leaving this planet and actually recycling into new spaces here, coming in increments in the next little while over the course of time. So stuff's going to leave. Everything balances out. Nature always finds her balance. Every time she finds her balance. And here we are. So those that leave, and have left over the last year kind of culminate now, do this big, huge thing, this big procession thing. I don't really know what it's called. I call it the giant exodus. It happens every year. And there's no veil. I need to really remind everybody, there's very little veil. Very little veil. Which makes communication with your loved ones on the other side way easier. Like, so easy. And there hasn't really been a veil to speak of that I would say is the same veil that we all knew prior to 2019. Since 2019. Like, there's really not the same veil. I don't know what other mediums feel. I don't know what other psychics see. I don't really know, but I know what I know from what I've seen and what I feel. And since 2019, October of 2019, it has not regained its thickness. It has not gone back to its thickening space. It hasn't even started to do that. It used to just kind of do that. Like, after 2012, it would do this thing. Okay. So here, back in my teens and my late teens, whatever, when I started noticing things psychically and stuff and kind of really paying attention to it, diving into that stuff, I noticed the veil would do this, all year long. It would spend its time towards Halloween thinning, like it thins, and the veil becomes very, very thin so that we can see them. We can kind of interact with them. We can engage with them. We can feel them out. And it's kind of a gift really from spirit. Excuse me. Since 2019, no, 2012 came along and it did not return to its original thickness. So that I noticed right away. 2012 came along, the huge shift happened, and we did not have the same thickness coming back after Halloween that we normally had. So since then, anyway, 13 years later, and up until 2019, it has been very, very little of anything. So very strange. Pardon me. But I know that that's because Spirit wants us to know that they're where? They're right there with us. So, forgive me. Okay. So a lot of stuff's happening. Pay attention. Feel it out. If you're in a space of transition yourself, it's okay. Our energies are shifting. We are changing. We are transmuting and transcending in incredible rates here. So go with the flow. It's all good. Going to do our tarot tonight. Going to do the brick. Tonight, the Ascension cards. I think we're going to revisit these. It's okay. We've been there before. We can do it again. Celestial frequencies. Excuse me. Celestial frequencies. Absolutely necessary. So, 1 second. Spirit's coming in. Housekeeping. How about we do that? Hold tight. Some people are going to find huge emotional issues coming up. Not just event related, trigger related stuff that needs to surface so it can go. And from what I can gather, what I'm being told anyway, people are going to get help from the outside. Not just from the loved one space, okay? Not just from the space beyond the veil that I've been talking about. We're talking about space beyond the planets, right? Space beyond the atmosphere. Off-planet energies. Huge amounts of, how do you call it? Star Nation help, assistance. So yeah, that kind of leads me to a little bit of housekeeping we're going to talk about. Besides, excuse me. Somebody's pushing the button big time. Besides the 6 billion or plus people that are going to level up on the 30th of October, we also have huge amounts of energies moving through for the 31st and the 1st, of course, because All Saints Day, All Souls Day, whatever one you celebrate, is also very active, sort of, in a way that is different. It's active on the physical side, but not the spiritual side. It's actually very quiet. It's a very quiet time. On the spiritual side, and then things start to ramp up a bit. But anyway, because of this off-planet stuff that we're talking about, according to Spirit right now, they're saying that there's a lot, and I have not been engaging, I have to tell you honestly, because of my experiences in the last couple of weeks. I have not kind of been paying too much attention to the internet and doing a whole lot of just mindless stuff, really. Just trying to process. However, there's been a lot of activity in the ethers about ETs and off-planet intelligence and visitation, sightings, ships, all kinds of stuff is being talked about. So in honor of that, because a lot of people are going to be experiencing these feelings of, really connected to the stars right now, really feeling a connection to the planets, really feeling a connection to outer space, whatever it might be for you, it doesn't matter. Really feeling a longing for somewhere but here, somewhere else that I've been before, for whatever time it was and whatever life it was. People are going to be feeling it, and there's a lot of that going on. And don't be surprised if there's a lot of talk about that coming up. They're probably going to try some kind of Project Bluebeam stuff. But anyway, we'll talk about that another time. Don't be fooled, use discernment, but know that they are connecting to us, okay, in big, big ways. They are trying to let us know that we are not here by ourselves. We are not here alone. And that this whole process that we're moving through, as intense as it is necessary and turns out for the best. It turns out for the highest, most incredible possible outcome that we could ask for, which is why we're here. Going and growing through it all, crazy as it is. So that being said, the housekeeping we have to talk about tonight is Cosmic Connections, the program, 12-week program, 12 meditations. Very, very cool. Connects you to your star families, your star nations, your soul family, your everybody. It's 12 weeks worth of individual connections where you get a chance to go inside yourself and connect to something outside of yourself, outside of this planet, even this whole experience. We have lots of connections, people, whether it's angels or whatever. There's lots of lots of connections for us. So Cosmic Connections is a 12-week program, 12 meditations. Really, you get beautiful opportunity to engage with these. It's excellent. Ask anybody that may have taken it, and they'll tell you the same thing. And the other one we have to put on sale today is the Intergalactic Federation Council series. This is another opportunity for you for 12 meditations to connect to outside of us. There's an Intergalactic Federation Council. There's actually a number of different councils out there. There's a whole lot of them. There's councils of light, there's councils of planets, galactic federations. There's all kinds of stuff out there. Yeah, believe it or not. Anyway, this one is the Intergalactic Federation Council series, and it's 12 meditations where you get a chance to meet with beautiful collection of ascended masters and higher intellectual beings, higher dimensional beings, and engage with them. It's very, very cool. 12 meditations there too. And best part is on sale right now, $199. Really cool. $199. You can't beat that. 12 meditations. Both of them are amazing opportunities. They do not come with calls, mind you, but they are incredible opportunities for you to connect with the extraterrestrials, the extra everythings that we are here engaging with, and we don't even know it half the time. So might as well take that time to connect with your team in spirit, your team in the galactics, your team in the cosmos. We're all there. So, and one last thing. I'm going to be bringing out a program, a very simple, easy program for everybody. Not really a program, I guess, more like a workshop, I guess we'll call it, where we learn to connect with our pets, not just here in physical, but also in spirit. And that'll be coming up in the next few weeks as we get closer towards the solstice time in December there, probably about end of November, I'm thinking. Anyway, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be very simple, probably a Zoom workshop that we'll do where we do a little seminar, a little workshop, rather, on how to connect with your pets in spirit and here in the physical. Like, you can talk to them while they're here. I used to talk to George all the time. And even now that they're not here in physical anymore, I still hear from her. I still talk to Chopper, my black lab that we used to have as well. And it's possible. Just like with people, just like with loved ones, you can chat with them and they will still connect with you. It's consciousness. It doesn't go anywhere. It stays connected to you. And anything you connect with and love and build a bond with will absolutely stick around and connect to you at any given time. Welcome to everybody who's joining me here tonight. Thank you so very much for being with me. It's so nice to be back. I did miss you all, but it's all good. I have to take some time for myself. I have to honor that. So tonight we're doing our tarot like we always do, the brick and celestial and the ascension cards. It's going to be great. All right, enough chat. But if you're interested in those particular meditations, those particular programs anyway, like I said, Cosmic Connections or the Intergalactic Federation Council rather, amazing, incredible experiences you'll have, I will tell you that. And you won't find this anywhere else. Never the same twice also. You can do them multiple times, and once you have them, you'll always have different experiences every time. I can tell you that right now. That's just the way it works. So, yeah, it's all good. Anything else we need to talk about? Oh, we had a new moon last week. That was kind of interesting. It brought a lot of stuff to the surface for people and an opportunity for people to plant seeds for things to come in the future, which is really good too. Anything else, Merlin, that we need to talk about? No, just discernment is really, really big right now. I don't know how many of you have seen these videos with the AI. It's so hard to tell the difference. It really is so challenging to tell the difference in some cases. Like, you're just sure it's real. It's like there was a time when seeing was believing. Not anymore. Not anymore. So discernment is everything, folks. Really, really pay attention to where you are and what you're feeling about what you're watching. And then ask yourself, is this real? And where am I going with this? And all that stuff too. Just needed to mention that because there's some really amazing videos out there, but you got to be sure. You got to be sure. You got to be really discerning. Okay, I got to pay attention here. Merlin's like, you're not watching the cards. So let's watch the cards. King of Wands and the Justice card. Look at that. The King of Wands is all about the dynamic of everything that we're going through and being in the authority of our space, right? Like being the authority in our space, rather. And recognizing that you're the one who makes or breaks the experience if you want to be. You can be the follower. You can be the one who steps in and pays attention to what everybody else is doing and then follows along. Or you can be the one who moves the dynamic, moves the energy, changes everything. By standing in your truth, being balanced in it, and using integrity, right? Being in your integrity. Integrity is, you know what? Doing the right thing when nobody's watching. Because, like, that's what we got to do. A lot of spirit here with me tonight. And I know they're not with me. So they're actually with everybody who's with me here tonight in that space. So, you know, it's just a big old round of applause. Applause for everybody. We've made it through some incredible times over the last few years, especially here in Canada. Good gravy. Anyhow, it hasn't been easy anywhere, really. And, you know, we've come through some really challenging experiences. Spirit wants everybody to know, connect outward. You don't have to buy the program. You don't have to buy the meditations. You find all kinds of stuff online, for God's sakes. You don't even have to have anything from online. Just go inside and say, I want to connect. I want to connect to my higher self. I want to connect to my team in spirit. I want to connect to my off-planet people, my off-planet beings, my peeps, whoever they are. They will show themselves to you, but you've got to be open to it, just so you know, right? Like, you don't need anything outside of yourself. The fact that there's stuff out there that can help you is really awesome. I tell you, it makes it a heck of a lot easier. But you don't need it. None of us do. We are all fully equipped for everything we want. Connection to the spirit world, you know, connection to angels, higher dimensional spaces, insight, intuition, all of that stuff. We're connected. We are automatically hardwired for all of that stuff. We just have to learn how to connect ourselves properly. That's all. So, one last shuffle before we put the cards down. Oh, here comes that king again, but here comes with the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is a card that talks about having, you know, made it through the worst stuff, right? Like we have made it through all of this really crappy crap. And yet we are here and we're doing really, really well. It doesn't always look like it because it's a bit of a shit show right now still, but we've made incredible progress. And if you're paying attention to the alternative media and stuff like that, you'll see evidence of it, because the mainstream news is not going to tell you all of the victories in court that the freedom people have had, all of the stuff that's been overturned, all of the stuff that you need to know about in order to realize that we're winning this fight. Okay, just so you know, it's not really a fight. It's just a stand up for truth. You don't need to fight anything when you're standing in truth. That's all there is to it. Just stand in your truth. It's integrity. Don't waver. Be courageous. It's not easy, but you can do it. Because when you do it, others see you do it, and it gives them permission to do it with you. And then the next thing you know, there's a whole bunch of you doing it together. Look around, people. There's lots of stuff happening around the world that's letting us know, letting us all know that we are actually making progress here. Making progress. So there we go. And that's one of them. King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. These two kings tell us about our authority, our sovereignty, in a way that shows us that we can do this. We win. We are very successful. Absolutely successful in anything and everything we do, okay? And the King of Pentacles says that we're doing it with pragmatics. You know, like we're basically doing it to play to win here. We know what we're doing. We just need to stand true to each other, to ourselves, and to our source in order for this to actually work out the way it's meant to. So, mind, body, and spirit. Here we go. Mind, body, and spirit. Let's see what they have to say. Here we are. 1, 2, and 3. I apologize. I did not hit the volume on my phone there. Look at this. So in the mind space, we have peace of mind, inner tranquility, inner serenity, rather, inner peace, all of these wonderful places on the inside, right? The waters are calm. Everything is good right here. You got to stay in that space no matter what you see going on around you. No matter what you see, feel, or think is happening around you, stay calm. It's okay. Let's say keep on, right? Stay calm and keep on. This is where we have to be in our mindset, because they're trying everything in their power to make us all crazy. chaotic and all upset and unsettled, right? Worried, scared, fearful, all of that stuff. If you stay calm, peaceful, and in a place of inner serenity, you're good, right? Not only are you good, but they got nothing on you. And I mean they as in the powers that were. So in the body space, we have the Three of Pentacles. We've been doing a lot of work on ourselves, people. I don't know about you, but I have certainly dealing with stuff that comes up in life, right? Stuff that is part of life that comes up and you can't get away from it. You can't avoid it. You have to move through it. You're not going to get past it, you know, in the way that you think you would if you don't deal with it. You're going to have to. You can't get over it because that's just not an option, but you can get through it, right? So that's the way we have to do it. We have to kind of move through things in order to work through it, get past it, and then deal with it because you're not getting over it at all, right? So this is the work we have to do in the physical way. We have to do the work. We also have to stand up for ourselves. It's not just about being, you know, I mean, I appreciate, and for the longest time, I myself was keyboard warrior, right? Like we're out there just throwing the truth out there at everybody from the keyboard. There comes a time when you've got to stand up and walk the talk, you know, and that's the point. There are lots of things that we can do to ensure that, you know, our voice is heard and that we are making an impact and an effect on things. But you have to know what you're doing and you have to go about it in the right way. So trust me when I tell you there's lots of actions to take. Just look for them, right? Like ask for them. And they'll come. You'll be given insight in those peaceful moments. Meditation is a huge, huge asset here, people. Quiet your mind. 10, 15 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be long periods of quiet and stillness and om chanting and all that stuff. You don't have to do that. 10, 15 minutes of just quieting your mind. Allowing the thoughts to move through. Don't focus on them. Just let them float through you. It's okay. You're going to have that until you get to a place where they just don't show up at all. It's okay. It's how you work it, right? It's called a practice for a reason. You've got to keep doing it. It's a discipline too. So you got to keep, you know, you got to stay at it. But it's all good. You can do it. We all can. We all can. All right. Spirit's with us. How? Moving us through the cycles, helping us move through the cycles, recognizing patterns, and all of those things that get us looped into the programs. When you pay attention and you see them, you can extract yourself from them. They don't have to live, you don't have to live your life by them. You don't have to be led by them, right? You don't have to be the leading force in your life. But it takes time. It takes a lot of paying attention and a lot of listening to spirit so that they can let you know, hey, that's a pattern, that's a program. You're getting caught up in it. Like, watch what you're doing. They'll be there. Your guides, your angels, those off-planet guys that I was talking about, they'll all be there to help you because, you know, we're on a mission and we all have the same intention, right? We are lifting this planet up out of the density that she's in, out from under the fear-based blanket that she's been, you know, covered in for so very long. It's all good. We're here to do it. We liberate her. It's a great thing, but in the middle of it all right now, we're dealing with the work part. The work part. It's okay. Staying calm here, huge asset, right? Meditation, again, huge asset. I myself have had to come back to really, you know, starting my day out that way, intentionally. Not just, oh, it's lunchtime, I got to do some meditation. No. Set the tone for the day, 15 minutes. That's it. It's not a lot to give Creator. It's not a lot to give the source that sent you here. That you use all the other time, you know, enjoying your days and living your life with. 15, 20 minutes, even if you can, half an hour, great, good for you. But start with just 10. It takes a big load off just to know that 10 minutes will do a great deal of service for you. So that being said, inner peace in the mind, crucial, right? Helps you do the work in the physical, because that has to get done. Nobody doing your work for you. Everybody got to do their own work. We all have work to do. And Spirit says, don't worry about it. We'll help you move through those patterns, those triggers, those programs that keep coming up. They keep coming up for a reason. They're meant to be dealt with and let go. Anything that repeats is coming up and asking for attention so that you can do something with it and let it go. Release it. It's really, it's a wonderful thing when you get in the flow of it, because things will come up, you'll deal with them, you'll let them go. More things will come up, you'll deal with them, you'll let them go. It's a never-ending cycle for the most part, but that's why we're here. right? We got a lot of stuff to deal with. A lot of stuff to let go of. So, here comes the brick before we pull those other cards, and then we'll get into finalization here. Yeah. Gotta love the brick card. Anything else, Spirit? No, we're good. Okay. Here comes the brick, folks. Because you can't make this stuff up. Beautiful example of what dogs are all about. Unconditional love. I know it's backwards. Unconditional love. Today I choose to see the light in everyone. I seek the divine in each being, and I accept others as they are. I bring compassion to all my brothers and sisters of the light. I offer unconditional love to everyone I meet. I join my soul with theirs so that we may grow together in universal love. What a beautiful card. Beautiful. What an awesome message, right? Like, again, we are growing. We are growing in love. So let's have a quick boo at the celestial frequencies. And the reason we're picking these ones, or from these ones anyway, is because, of course, whatever's happening on the 30th is going to be a big deal. I do feel it coming. I didn't really know what it entailed, but here we are. This guy, Fibonacci Spaceman, he seems to think that it's going to literally level us all up, like 6-point-something billion of us. The math, that's what gets me. It was an amazing video because the math he talked about blew my mind. I'm not good at math. Steve will tell you. That's my brother right there. Yeah, he'll tell you I'm not that great at math. But this guy's really good at math, and he got the numbers down, and he knows exactly what's happening. And yeah, he says that there's going to be a huge level up on the 30th, that it's been divinely orchestrated. So yeah, let's have a little boo at what the celestial frequencies cards have to say about where we're headed. So let's see. Whoever they are, whoever they might be, sending us a message through these here cards. All right. Curiosity. Check this out. Curiosity. Interesting card. See what it says? Zeta spiritual expansion. Now, I don't know if you know about the Zetas. Excuse me. The Zetas are a race of beings. Zeta Reticuli, they're generally known as. But they're really interesting energies. So let's have a little look at what the card says here. We bring greetings of peace and love. We are known as the Curious Ones from Zeta Reticuli. With a varied and multi-layered focus, we are teachers of advanced extrasensory perception, and we carry accelerated genetic blueprints for alchemical healing. Our skills and capabilities also include nervous system repair and genetic hybridization. We frequently exchange technologies with other galactic races. Due to our inherent and controlled emotional nature, we strive for excellence and spiritual expansion. So here, if you've been feeling confused, unclear, or insecure about your intuitive capabilities, now is the time to ignite your inner navigator with newfound Zeta-like enhancement. Exercise your extrasensory perception skills. Look at your situation from a more expanded perspective. Change your vantage point and test your inner abilities. Open up to receiving spiritual data from alternative sources, especially those that stretch you out of your comfort zone. Be curious and reach beyond what you think of as possible. However, be very aware of your energy. If you've been pushing yourself too far, give your mind and body a rest, especially to regenerate those frazzled nerves. You are transforming. Focusing on spiritual acceleration will activate your dormant DNA and help you gain new healing insights. Spiritual and alchemical upgrades await. So be sure to pave a pathway for assimilation of higher energies. Can't make this stuff up, folks, really. Third eye meditation, light therapy, telepathic exercises, ascension studies, colors of pink and gold, geranium and pink carnation essential oils, pink monkey flower, and mimosa flower essences, and the crystals of kunzite and spirit quartz. Now, you see, that's what we're talking about, this 30th stuff coming up. All right, and finally, we're going to do the ascension cards because that's all part of this stuff. It's all about ascension. where we are. Ascension and Inscension. You know, there's two, right? Ascension brings us up to the higher dimensional spaces. Inscension brings us back to ourselves, to the wholeness, the oneness space of where we are really supposed to be. So both of them work together. All right, and let's have a little boo, of course, at the Ascension cards, which, all right, so I didn't do this before. Celestial Frequencies, of course, is by Light Star. I should have mentioned that. Excellent deck. Very, very cool stuff. And the Ascension cards, Diana Cooper. Wonderful set. Been using these for a number of years now. Really, really like the energy of them. And they're very relative to where we are right now. So let's have a little boo as we spread them all out like we always do. And just pull this one. Oh, pick two. Really? All right. I just do what the little voices tell me to. Which one? This one. Okay. Dolphins. For the dolphin lovers out there. Now, there's been a lot of talk about dolphins and some videos that have been going across. They're very, they're such amazing beings. They really are. They're frequency holders. They literally can change the frequency of the environment they're in through their sonar. Like remarkable beings. Absolutely amazing. So here we are, dolphins. All right. Dolphin sonics purify and raise the frequency of water as they swim through it so that they can access, maintain, and pass on the wisdom of golden Atlantis and Lemuria. Those dolphins who shimmer with aquamarine light were the angels of Atlantis. They are mighty beings who help to hold the frequency of the oceans. Choosing this card invites you to tune into the beautiful dolphins and access a message from them. Your guidance is to relax and flow with the current of ascension, knowing that the dolphins are telepathically imparting help and wisdom to you. So there used to be, and I don't know if they still do it or not, dolphin-assisted births. I think there was a place in Hawaii that did it, and somewhere else in South America. Really, really cool. So women would go and have their babies in the ocean, and the dolphins would be there to assist. They found that the children being born this way had higher psychic abilities naturally active in them as at the time of their birth. Really interesting. Different intellectual capabilities came from these children, like gifted kids, like totally gifted. And then they started to ban them. You can't have dolphin-assisted births in places. So interesting to think about that. But dolphins, amazing beings. And, you know, along with the whales, they carry incredible wisdom, amazing universal and galactic wisdom about them. So, next card, 12 chakras. Here we go. Following the fall of Atlantis, 5 of our there we go. Following the fall of Atlantis, 5 of our 12 chakras closed. Ascension starts when we once more activate our fifth dimensional chakras. This begins to reconnect the 12 strands of DNA so that we can reclaim our true spiritual and psychic gifts. Your guidance is to ask the unicorns to touch, open, and activate your Earth Star, base, sacral, navel, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, causal, soul star, and stellar gateway chakras. And then ask the angels to sing over you so that your chakras vibrate at a 5th dimensional frequency. Yeah. So at the bottom of these cards, and I'll read them now for you, are little affirmations. With the dolphin one, it says, I connect with dolphin wisdom. And with this one, it says, I awaken my 12 5th dimensional chakras. We have a lot more to our physical bodies energetically than most of us even know. Most of us are just learning about our 7 chakras, the primary chakras that are in the physical world, right in our physical body with us. But there's way more. There's 12, right? 5th dimensional chakras, 5 more on top of the 7. And then there's more than that, actually, in other dimensional spaces for us. Crazy. But anyway, it's amazing. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. That's my word for crazy. So here we go. All right. 6 of Cups in the mind space. Remember, keep your thoughts peaceful. Keep yourself meditating, especially this week. One of the things the video said, check it out on my feed. One of the things the video said was that when we meditate, we naturally sync up with the Earth's rhythm. And if the Earth is shifting to a higher vibration or higher rhythm, then when we are meditating, especially if we do a lot of it this week, we will naturally also sync up to that higher vibrational rhythm. Very cool. In the workspace, or excuse me, in the physical space, we've got to do the work. There's the work card for you. In a grounded way, do the work on yourself, to stay centered, to stay grounded, and to keep those thoughts maintained, which means you might have to do some meditation. How rough is that? Spending some time doing nothing, doing absolutely nothing. Who doesn't need to do that for a little while? I mean, I think we all do, don't we? Spirit comes in, it comes in with the Wheel of Fortune card, rather, and it's all about recognizing the cycles, the patterns, and those programs that we fall prey to, that we are, kind of sort of embroiled in. Help us. They will help us to let them go so that the thoughts we have are peaceful and not the triggers that we have been maybe dealing with over the last little while for people. Okay, and then the celestial frequencies came in with curiosity and the Zeta Reticuli. Those nations, I'm telling you, there's a whole bunch of them out there, and they all offer us something. I mean, there's good and bad everywhere, so don't be afraid of them. There's some very not nice physical people out there too, right? So you've got to look for the good stuff and always keep your vibration and your thoughts in the right place. The intention is always going to be pure. You'll always get what you ask for, the highest vibrational experience. So the Zeta spiritual expansion. Remember, we are here to expand, not contract. Fear contracts you. Worry contracts you. Upset contracts you. All of these things, we're here to expand, to move beyond the constraints and the restrictions of fear-based living. Oh, dolphins first, and then the 12 chakras. Sorry, folks. And then the 12 chakras. So there we are, dolphins and 12 chakras, all by Diana Cooper in the Ascension cards. And there we have it. Yeah. So don't forget the housekeeping was Cosmic Connections and the Intergalactic Federation Council series. 12 meditations in each series, $1.99. You cannot beat that. It's amazing. And of course, you're welcome to buy program calls anytime you want, but they don't come with them this time. Not for that price anyway. And so October 30th, watch for the level up. Pay attention. Keep yourself grounded, centered, and hydrated. Those are very, very important, especially when we're dealing with a lot of energy. The water in your body is the conductor for that energy. So make sure that you keep yourself hydrated with it. And Samhain, remember, Halloween, the Exodus, the Grand Exodus. Plant an apple outside your house to feed the spirits who are moving through. Apples are magical fruit. If you cut them, you'll see that there's a beautiful natural pentagram in there to show us that, we are all the elements and spirit made up of one. Anything else need to sell? No, we're good. I think we're good. All right. So anybody interested in the programs, message me and let me know. Definitely work that out for you. I wish you all the most blessed Halloween, the most blessed Samhain. It's a powerful time for all of us. And I say that all the time, but it is. This whole experience is incredibly powerful. That's what we're here for. We're here to shine our light, to enjoy the power, to work it all. For everything, right? For all of us. To ascend, to transcend, to do it all. And it seems overwhelming sometimes, but you know what? We've got this. We have a lot of help. Like I said, connect to those on the other side. Spirit world, and off planet. They're all here to help. We are not alone, right? Namaste. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining me here this evening. I so appreciate you. I missed y'all last week, but I do appreciate your understanding everything. And remember, the light in me honors the light in you. And when I'm in that place in me, and you're in that place in you, together we are one. So yeah, namaste. We'll see you next time. On the 1st of November. Can you believe it already? The 1st of November. Oh, and do your magic. Be good witches. All of us. Have a nice night. Take care. Bye now.